I came across this article as I was getting my show together, right? I came across this article on Google talking about one of the hiccups in Shaq and Kobe's relationship. And the headline caught my eye. How it's not going to catch your eye, right? Shaq O'Neal offered Isaiah Ryder $10,000 to fight Kobe Bryant during time at the Lakers. So when you see something like that, you're like, bruh, I gotta see what's up with this. And this is stemming from J.R. Ryder on the All the Smoke podcast with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. And shout out to Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes with the All the Smoke podcast. You know, Showtime and everything that they got going on. Them brothers doing a good job over there, and I like what they doing. So, you know, when two real ones hook up and do a podcast, you got to check it out and give it praise, though, right? So, let me read this to you. So, during their time as teammates on the Los Angeles Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal and the late Kobe Bryant certainly had their fair share of attention. The pair played together on the Lakers from '96 to '04, winning 3 consecutive NBA championships. But their relationship off the court was bitter. In a recent interview on Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes' podcast, All the Smoke, Isaiah Ryder shared a story that highlights just how bad the feud was between the two Lakers stars. When Ryder joined the Lakers in 2001, O'Neal told Ryder that he had $10,000 in cash, and he would give it to him if he fought Bryant during one of the team practices. The proposal came just 3 days into Ryder's tenure as a Lakers player. Here's Ryder telling, and this is an excerpt of the alleged incident that was explained by J.R. Ryder, allegedly, right? When I first got to the Lakers, Shaq tells me, if you go and get Kobe, if you and Kobe get into it, it's 10 G's in the locker. This is 3 days into practice. I'm like, man, come on, you playing me, man. There's 10 G's and $1 bills. If you ever get into it and you handle your business, grab that. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, these boys are crazy, bro. But this is my thing. I would have been off this team so fast that I would have laid my hands on that man. And Isaiah Ryder, you made the smart decision. You made a smart decision, right? 10 G's and 1s ain't worth it, though. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant managed to mend their fractured relationship after they both retired from basketball, but Ryder's story is a sign of how bad things once were between the Lakers' dynamic duo. So that's crazy. That's funny, but I don't put that past Shaq. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man. I ain't even gonna put that past Shaq. That sounds like something Shaq would do. So I actually have to go check out this episode of All the Smoke. I watched the show. I don't remember this this particular. Oh well, it must be recent because I can see they're all in 3 different locations. So this is during this Corona time, so it got to be recent. So, but that's crazy. But I don't even put that past Shaq. Think about it. What it said. And this is 2001. This is one of the teams that's considered one of the greatest NBA teams of all time. Because remember, this 2001 Laker team went 15-1 in the playoffs, and they just ran through everybody in the season and in the playoffs. And the only game they lost was Game 1 of the NBA Finals against Allen Iverson. So it's even crazy for that request to be made during that time. But Shaq trying to set that man up, man. Shaq trying to get J.R. Ryder kicked off the team and messed up and now out the league trying to fight Kobe because he don't like Kobe. Nah, Shaq, you got beef with Kobe, Shaq? You fight Kobe. That's a crazy story. That's one of the interviews and stories I wish I would have got. I wish he was on this podcast and I could get that story because I have all types of stuff. Like, bro, what was going through your head when Shaq offered you $10,000 in 1s to fight Kobe because he got beef with Kobe because he don't like Kobe. And Shaq gonna offer that man that money. That's crazy, bro. I don't know why I said that like that. That's crazy, man. But it's not unbelievable though. For me, that's really not unbelievable to think that Shaq would offer somebody $10,000 to fight Kobe. That's really not unbelievable to me though. Now, especially at that time with those two, the way they went at each other, the vitriol that they had for each other at that time, Shaq and Kobe. But now that year surprises me. That happening that particular year surprises me. But those two going at it and going through it, that don't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that Shaq will offer something like that. You know, Shaq, Kobe done snitched on Shaq. Shaq done did stuff like this. It's amazing that they won the way they won. That show you talent, man, and all the other stuff there. But it's amazing that they won. They actually won 3 in a row with that toxic off the court relationship. I guess they had to compartmentalize some things or something. But it's crazy that to hear stories, to hear Isaiah Ryder come out and tell the story, and because that's something we've never heard before too. That's the story about Shaq and Kobe. At least I've never heard that story. I've heard a lot of stories about Shaq and Kobe. I watch a lot of sports things on YouTube, on whatever platform, ESPN, Fox Sports 1, whatever. I watch a lot of sports. I'm a historian. I'm an actual historian, and sports is a part of the history that I cover. And so that's something for me. That's a treasure. That's a treasure for me because I've never heard that story of Shaq offering J.R. Ryder $10,000 to fight Kobe Bryant. That is crazy. So, like I said, it's amazing that they even won the games that they won with that type of tension going on the court. But anyway, man, I want to drop that story off on y'all real quick because that's a headline that I come across as I was getting my show together, that Kobe Bryant, was rather Shaq offering J.R. Ryder $10,000 to fight Kobe Bryant. So that's, like I said, that story is told on the J.R. Ryder or Isaiah Ryder, whatever you want to call him, the J.R. Ryder episode of the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. All right.